It's currently 8:46 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, August 23rd, 2025. And we're back at it with another general timeless intuitive reading for my soul tribe, Divine Divinity, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time you come across them. I excuse it for being so dark. I'm trying to see if I could get a little better lighting. Maybe not. Okay, but I'm out on the back like patio area. I wanted to get out and experience this dark moon, okay, for this evening, but I don't really have the lighting that I want to have, and so we just gonna have to go at it little like the angle too to see which facilitates the best, I don't know, somewhat view or whatever. But as I'm standing outside and just taking in the energy of the universe and all of the astrological celestial energy that we have been under since July, beginning with Mercury's retrograde and Saturn currently still in retrograde, and then we have the Lion's Gate on the 8th, and then the full Sturgeon moon on the 9th, and then the planetary alignment on the 10th, and now we have this dark moon energy, and we're coming up on an eclipse as well. All of this while Saturn is still in retrograde. So karma is reviewing things of old for a lot of us, going back to 1999, or for some of us the age 18, or both. You know what I'm saying? The communication has already been reviewed going back. Saturn is still spinning the block currently with all of this celestial action going on right now. 2:19 on the clock timer, so Indiana could be significant. Okay, and something like that. 2:27 on the clock timer. There's no place like home. Of course, we know home is where your heart is. Okay, so as I'm standing like out back, I'm like looking up at the sky and everything, just taking notice and just taking in the universe. And like right at where I'm standing now is where I was originally standing before I went and got my devices and my glasses. But I'm looking up at the sky. I don't see any stars or anything like that. But then like my energy was pulled in this one specific direction, and I look up and I see this star like right in front of me. It's almost like, shooting an arrow. It's like right there. And so a car in the parking lot had moved. As I'm noticing this star, the car moves from one parking location and parks directly in alignment with me and the star. Okay, so I don't believe in any coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens or occurs by chance. Okay, signs and wonders are everywhere once you open your eyes. Okay, that's my personal philosophy. People tend to say signs and wonders are everywhere once you believe. For me, it's once you open your eyes, they're everywhere. Now, whether you're paying attention to them or not remains to be seen. As many of us, are tapped in, tuned in, turned on, okay, to a certain extent. Some a little more than others. That's neither here nor there, okay. So my attention is brought to this star, and so I'm, scanning the stars, and now I find another one, okay. But the second star that I find is like almost, I don't want to say diagonal, but it's almost kind of a straight line. And I'm standing like almost under this line, second star point. Okay. And now there's another I just noticed right here. Okay. So it's like this trajectory. Okay. I don't know what kind of shape you'll call it. And I'm not big on constellations, but there's certainly some sort of significance to the placements of these stars at this time, okay? Which is why I went to go grab a cup, well, 2 decks, well, 4 decks, okay? Because I wanted to get a reading out under this energy. So the first 3 cards that I just kind of started to pull, we have Magician and the Mirror in the upright. 53 is the number on this card, breaks down to an 8. So we're talking about 8th house energy, Scorpio energy, heavy transformative energy, loss and death, both physical and metaphysical. So if it's not a physical actual death that's occurring, then it's an energetical spiritual one. A lot of us light workers, chosen ones, earth angels, starseeds, alchemists, shamans have been undergoing huge, rapid, extensive transformations especially over the last year. For some of us, the last 2 years, it's just transformation, ascension after ascension after ascension. Okay. So we got the Magician in the Mirror in the upright here. 53 breaks down to an 8. So this is high vibrational. So Magician. So think of embodying your God energy, mind, body, and soul. Something about Trinity energy, the trifecta. Okay, it's triad or something like that. And that's exactly what I'm getting right here with the 3 cards that I initially pulled. Now the second card here is Door to Spirit in the reverse. Okay, so that is telling me, and this is kind of like monkey in the middle, because the third card, which is, if you look at the symmetry of these 3 cards, it's like a downward triangle, and we have contract here in the upright. So that's 6. Okay, 6th house energy, Virgo and Mercury, heavy on the communication, heavy on the discipline with your routine and schedules, with work, self-care, fitness and nutrition, stuff like that. Okay, so these 2 cards are in the upright, Magician in the Mirror and the contract. We have the monkey in the middle here with Door to Spirit in the reverse. So during this celestial event, that's telling me that the door has been closed to someone who has been antagonizing you, somebody who is the antagonist in your story. Okay, a hater, an op, a foe, a bitch, a punk, a pussy, whatever you want to call it, okay? But there, see, it's like giving me energy that you have a contract with the divine, aka destiny, that is due to be fulfilled this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to pull a few cards just to see what the energies are looking like during this event. I'm hoping to catch this blacked out moon at some point while I'm out here. And if not, at least I am able to embody this energy that is going on around this time. So I'm pulling from my Starseed Oracle. So fall into my arms, okay? So it says, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Okay, so we're dealing with polarity here. Opposites attract, okay? The similarities within polarities, okay? So what are the similar aspects or key points? Points is what I was getting ready to say. So a combination of key points and aspects. So what are the points, okay, of 2 things that are polar opposite? What things do they have in common? So, for example, canine feline energy, they're both predatorial. They both have been domesticated, okay? They hunt for their food, okay? But, you know, in certain environments, they would be enemies, foes. Now, in a tamed environment, if you will, they could cohabitate. So it's something like that. Finding the similarities within polarity. Okay, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Okay, so finding the connection in polarity and opposite ends of the spectrum. What brings these 2 energies, or opposing, somewhat or seemingly opposing energies, what brings them to a common place? It's that type of energy. Weight of the world. So boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Okay, so yeah, it says boundaries, let it go. So it's setting, enforcing and reinforcing the boundaries that you've set for yourself, and letting go of things that do not align with you and the trajectory that you're on current time in this now present energy. It's also talking about the energy I'm getting from this card is discarding the burdens of others, not allowing people to project their issues onto you, therefore, making you their bag lady or their bag man. Okay, no, bitch, you got to carry your own burdens until you do something about it. We over here, we're stress free, we're worry free, we're fearless. You know what I'm saying? We already worked on our shit. We stay working on our shit. That's why we pack light. We could move and flow with the breeze, okay, or with the stream. Okay, going with the flow is also a big thing here. Okay, so next up we have lost lands. Okay, so soul memories and gifts. Okay, you've done this before. Okay, so in this time specifically with the celestial astrological spiritual energy that we're under, it's like recalling back your memory from previous past lives, even memories that you may have blocked within this present life, and using the culmination of memories and knowledge that is now wisdom, and using it to serve you in this now present energy. It's like a culmination. It's giving me like Ten of Pentacles energy in the upright in tarot. It's like a combination of legacy and inheritance, but in this instance it's like it's more so a spiritual legacy, a spiritual and energetical inheritance. And so above as below. So as it is created in the ethers, it is birthed into the physical realm. As so above as below, that type of energy. So something about a Sagittarius, I just saw 12:16 on the clock timer, so December 16th is significant. Okay, next out, okay, from the Starseed deck is baby steps. Okay, action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So this at 12:34 on the clock timer, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive steps moving forward in the right direction. So this last card came out here, follow your intuition before it makes sense. That came out in definitely the reading before this one earlier today, and maybe a couple of other ones from, if not earlier today than yesterday, today and yesterday. Okay, so yeah, always make sure that you're leaning into your intuition, that you're being led, guided, and prompted by your intuition, as opposed to any other outside force or any other negative forces, even from within. Okay, follow your intuition even before it makes sense. Okay, so I'm well versed in that. It took me a long time to get to this point, to where I just lean into my intuition above anything that I see. I'm now moving in the ebb and flow of my intuition. Okay, it's to the point now where I believe my intuition over anything that I can physically see right in front of me. Because my connection with the Holy Spirit of the Most High, with the universe, and with my intuition has proven itself time and time again. I've not always aligned with it, but it has always proven itself to be accurate. Okay, so 14:04 on the clock timer, so 1:44. If you've been seeing any variation of 1:44, then this message is for you. Shout out to my fellow chosen ones, earth angels, light workers, healers, aka shamans, alchemists, starseeds, indigos, rainbows. Okay, empaths, Wiccans, the high vibrational ones, not the one that be throwing magic at other people. You don't do that over here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still looking at something about these 2 points right here. Like these 2 stars. And how I'm just standing right here in the trajectory of it. And when I came out here, and at the time that I took notice of the star that's like right here, I was just like embracing my destiny, embracing the work that I've done, and allowing it, like really allowing it to come in, allowing myself to know and to trust that I'm worthy for everything that's coming in right now. That it's already mine. That fuck coming in. It's already here. You know, it's like the delivery man is at the door with your packages, but you know they just waiting for you to come out. Oh, you know, answer the knock at the door, sign for the packages, and that's that. It's that type of energy. So you know, we may have been hesitant at answering the door because we might, you know, maybe that's the wrong package, or we get the package and it's damaged or some shit like that. But now we're going to the door with intent, with confidence, and with allowance of everything that we have created and manifested into actualization in this right now energy. Okay, so into the unknown water oracle. Okay, underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. Okay, stepping into the unknown, leaning into your intuition. Okay, facing your fears. And that's, you know, one of the key points about this spiritual path, this spiritual journey, the healing path, the healing journey. It's all about facing our fears on some existential level or another. Okay, so that's that. You know, when we realize that, when we accept that, then it's easier for us to accept everything else that is occurring energetically, mind, body, and soul in our life. Okay, so into the unknown. Then the next card we have is Isle of Avalon. So healing, returning to wholeness, transformation. Okay, so didn't I just say we're under heavy transformative energy, heavy Scorpio vibes? Okay, 8th house energy. Okay, so we have the Isle of Avalon. What else, Holy Spirit? And I'm starting to sweat like a bitch out here. Okay, immerse yourself. So this is in the reverse. So somebody is not, you know, this could be an aspect of your energy, fem masculine, or outside third party energy that's trying to project their negativity onto you. But somebody is not, they're like in this energy of resistance, and so that's going the opposite direction of what it is that you actually want, whether we're doing it consciously or subconsciously. Okay, but somebody is in this energy of creating resistance, which inevitably slows down the momentum of manifesting our true desires. Okay, so it's that type of energy here. Now, let me get one more water oracle. We have thank you. Okay, so gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. Okay, so not taking people, places, and things for granted, especially not taking the divine for granted. Okay, because we are all afforded this chance and opportunity to live this life, and we are blessed and afforded with the right to free will. So we're not here living a life that's forced upon us unless that's what we allow. Freedom, free will, free choice. We get to choose to decide how we shape and mold our life. And based on those intentions, decisions, choices, and actions, whether subconscious or not, breeds the outcome of what we're living today. At the bottom of the deck, it's the 7 star sisters. So birthing creations, this is what I'm just talking about here. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. So what is your energetical expression during tonight of this dark moon phase and energy? What is your energetical expression? Better yet, what is the intention? Because as I was doing the research on tonight's events, it was saying this is a prime time for you to set your intentions on the trajectory of this entirely new phase and new cycle that we are currently in right now. And this is like something unlike any other ascension or transformation that we have previously experienced. At the bottom of the deck here, we got Pisces energy with the High Priestess. Okay, male or female is divine feminine energy, regardless of gender. But this is someone, okay, High Priestess is also in alignment with moon energy. So Pisces, moon, okay, the dark moon. Okay, so yeah, you're very intuitive. You see beyond the veil. You see what most people don't see, okay, or don't even care to see. So it's that type of vibes. I feel like that you are known to be a seer. People know that you have these gifts and that you operate in the spiritual realm. Some like it, some don't, some love it, some don't, and others, they don't understand it, and some don't care to understand it, and that's fine, that's their business and right too. But that's not going to stop what we're here to do. Something about 2017 as well. Okay, 2017 and up from 2017 and 2022. Something was very significant about that time frame. Okay, something significant about 2033 as well. So Holy Spirit, what's out in the open right now? What should we be focusing on, or what's pulling attention right now? Okay, so we got Knight of Wands in the reverse. So this is somebody's angry, somebody's pissed off. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. They could be taking some sort of reckless action, impulsive action, blinded by anger. Okay. Then we have, Ten of Cups in the reverse. They could be coming towards you, a peace that passes all understanding, fire and water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. So somebody is coming, they're pissed off, so somebody is coming to try to trigger you. Under this dark moon event, they're going to try and trigger you. Somebody wants to disrupt your peace. 2121 on the clock timer. So 21 Jump Street, there's a team of undercover agents that have been working behind the scenes for quite some time. Okay, so this energy is nothing new to my channel and my website. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's coming to start some shit. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We got the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so somebody, Five of Cups, grief and loss. Okay, suffering. Okay, so this is like giving me energies like somebody could have very well passed on, or is meeting their untimely end, so to speak. But it's like with these two energies, it's like these people are holding you responsible for something that this person did and put themselves in the scope of karma. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So somebody wants to come and attack you. And this was out here. I just saw this. The Tower. That's destruction right there. Something was destroyed. Okay, and it could have been because of you, but not because of you. Okay, and what I mean by that is because somebody made you the focus of their attention. They wanted to antagonize and attack you. You fought back, or your spirit guides and the divine and your ancestors were not having it, and they struck back, and now somebody's blaming you. You're being blamed because somebody got what they had coming to them, basically. Confirmation on that. Okay, so this is some pussy ass hoe shit. Okay, I don't know why bitches, just don't do that. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so if this is somebody that was imploring like emotional tactics and spiritual, using spiritual gifts of self and or of others to come against you, those gifts have been stripped. Okay, like somebody has nothing. Like somebody, it's almost like somebody could be like entering a phase of sociopathy or sociopathy or whatever, however the fuck you say it, you know what I mean. 23:45 on the clock timer, so 2345. We're heading in the right direction. Somebody's advancing, okay? As I say, somebody's advancing. Page of Cups here, and that's coming in the upright under the Ten of Cups. So you're being blessed. Your intuition is pinpoint accurate. Okay, your intuition is going to serve you in more ways than you can imagine. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. As I say that, Queen of Pentacles in the upright, that's the epitome of being served. Okay, that's attracting manifestation. So the blessings of your intuition is going to bleed out into the material. Somebody's trying to control the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so somebody's trying to bully and dominate you, but they're going to find them. This is the same person that's going to find themselves in the Five of Cups. Okay, this Tower. Okay, this person that door to spirit in the reverse. Whoever this person or people are that's operating in this low vibrational energy, they're getting exactly what's coming to them, and that's a whole bunch of nothing and a whole lot of at the same time. Okay, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, hanged man energy in the upright. So they tried to sacrifice you for this tower. Okay, so you were the sacrifice to prevent this tower, so they weren't able to sacrifice you. Okay, tonight could have been the deadline for something that was prompted on August 6th or August 7th of 2025 this year. Okay, so last week. Okay, something 25 on the clock timer. So 77 is significant. 77, 777, 1977. The numbers 14 and 5. Fifth house energy, Leo and the sun. Yeah, romance, fun, and play. Exposing things in the dark, revelations, exposing, and success. Okay, yeah. So your intuition is definitely gone. Like, you have a career in intuition. Okay, like for real. King of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Karmic masculine, male or female. This person was given, knowingly, intentionally giving people wrong ideas and wrong information about you. They telling people how to handle you, but they was telling people how to handle you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And they did this intentionally because they wanted your soul tribe. Okay. Manifested outcome, but you're getting this, like, you're already a creator and leader of a soul tribe, to where you're creating and building up other leaders. Okay, yeah. Three of Cups in the reverse. So whoever ran up behind this King of Cups in the reverse, following up in this gossip, idolizing gossip, it was an injustice, and they're being isolated. Justice in the reverse, Libra energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, now they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, having to choose between the lesser of two evils. So it's like, it's the devil or the demon, bitch. Which one you want? Because you got them both. Okay. But if you had to go without, you still have to. Without one, you still have to carry one. That type of energy, those type of vibes. Okay, so I'm just scoping out the sky to see if I see anything else. I'm gonna come out again a little later just to see what it's looking like, but as of right now, I'm not seeing anything, of significance outside of these two stars. Okay, the other two stars that I saw, I don't see them anymore. They could be due to these slight little clouds that's in the sky right now. But yeah, that I could find that star anywhere. And the one right above me, that's covered up by some clouds right now, but I know it's still there. It's a little patchy out, but not, heavily cloudy, okay? Yeah, the world in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody didn't pass this test. They didn't close out this cycle successfully. Okay, so somebody's showing up the big fat loser in this bitch, okay? Yeah, because something ain't gelling, something ain't right, okay? Okay, somebody coochie itching, and not in a good way, okay? It's something like that, figuratively, like, something is definitely in the air. I saw this, but now that I kind of want to go to the park now. I do. I feel like 4th of July energy, like Independence Day, okay? This could be like Independence Day for you. Something like that, okay? Something very significant, about this evening, about this dark moon. I can't say exactly what it is, but I feel the energy. It's in the air, definitely in the air. And, it's about that time that we allow and we accept that we deserve, and that we're getting the absolute best in our life at this time. The trajectory has truly changed for the better, okay? So we've been through the toughest shit that we've had to go through in our lives up until this point. Confirmation on that. Like, the ancestors are motherfucking agreeing. I know y'all hear the horn beeping. Okay, so that's confirmation on that. Like, giddy up, motherfucker. I'm ready to motherfucking celebrate and get my motherfucking party on, okay? Because the the road has been long, it has been challenging, but it's not for naught. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did the work and we're getting rewarded for it. You know, like, all bullshit aside. You know. And for those of us who fit the criteria of this energy and read it, I want to say congratulations to you, because that none of this shit was easy. The furthest thing from being easy. So on that note, I'm gonna drop the mic on that. Click like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel, book your sessions. Um, I'm trying to see if I'm gonna hang out here a little bit longer or just go in, upload this shit, because my Wi-Fi don't reach all the way out here, so I have to go in and, slap my intro on and do my little slight edit and upload this. So I think I might go in and do that, and then I don't know, I might go live while I'm inside, go on to TikTok or something like that, and then come out a little later to see what the vibes are under this dark moon, because I want to see, because you're also supposed to be able to see some meteor showers, and this is the last night that you're supposed to be able to see this, especially during the height of this dark moon energy. So like, I want to check that out. I want to see what that's looking like, what that's hitting on, so on and so forth, like that. Okay, so I'll be back though. All right, get out of my face, y'all. Bye.